Back like I never left, right? No, but I realized I didn't touch on 2 points when I talked about applying to PA school, and I definitely want to because it's really, really important. The first one is applying to PA school. I don't need to tell you guys, is grueling. It is draining. It is devastating when you don't hear back or you don't get a rejection. It can weigh on your self-worth and your self-esteem. And that's just part of the process, because who in this world, I mean, rejection can motivate you, but the first reaction is not, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. No, it's disappointing and it's hurtful. And I strongly suggest that you guys be made very aware of that and be very protective of your peace and your mental wellness. Because what I learned in PA school was I had to be more selective of the pre-PA groups that I was following. There are some people in those groups that I was like, I don't believe I want to be your coworker. It was very mean-spirited. And I would always wonder when I would read their comments about, has it been that far removed when you were sitting in this person's position that you could not have answered their question a little bit more empathetically? And it makes me question what kind of provider you are in the field. But of course I'm not going to say anything. Like, who's going to buck the system? I'm trying to get where you're at. So of course I stayed, but I definitely unjoined a few of those groups. I get that you want to stay in the know. Pick one or two. If the vibe is not right, if it's anxiety inducing because of what's being shared, unjoin them. Okay? Definitely use my PA forum. I thought that was a little bit more open, and the people who responded there were kind of, another way to say it, nicer. But some of these Facebook groups were like, oh my gosh, like, you're just not a nice person. So be mindful and be protective of your mental wellness. Network, but just make sure it's positive, because that's what you need right now as you deal with this process and try to make it and get a seat. A big thing you're always going to hear, you only need one yes, but the truth is you only need one yes. And keep at it. Stay motivated. Understand what your why is and why you want to do it. I do not advise coming in saying, oh, if I don't get in after three tries, you're done. It may take you 5. It's taking people 7. On the flip side, people have applied once and got in their first time, which is great, but that's not their journey. So focus on your journey and your path, because that's all you can do. All you can do is worry about yourself. Do not compare yourself to these people on here, because there are people who have a 9.0 GPA and still got rejected. And there's some people who had a 2 point something and got in. Your journey is your journey. You sell yourself. You let them know why you think you have what it takes to become a PA, no matter what that looks like. Do not let these comments seep into your psyche, because you have people saying, oh my God, why would I want somebody who got a C in undergrad to be a provider? Remember when I said I had a potty mouth? I almost slipped up. I'll share a little bit more about my personal journey, but if that was the case, I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be here. Okay? But who are you to judge someone by their past or by the most flawed part of a transcript? Who are you? Don't let them do that to you. So know your story, own your story, sell that story, and that's all that matters. No one can tell you whether or not you're going to get into PA school or not. No one can tell you if you have what it takes to get into PA school and make it in PA school but you. And that's my PSA, and that's what I want you to understand, okay? Because when I was judging a lot, the social worker in me, I was judging a lot. I had to catch myself from sliding a few people's DMs like, yo, like, why'd you even have to say that? No. So, and even when you interact as a pre-PA, when you're in these forums, you never know who you're going to interview with. You never know who's going to be in your faculty. You never know who is on faculty. So be mindful of that and always remain professional. But besides being professional, no one needs to teach you how to be kind, for Christ's sakes. Just be a good human. It's not that hard. Or the people who have, oh my God, I had 10,000 clinical hours. I saved lives. I did surgeries. Well, good for you. I didn't have that opportunity. So I got my clinical experience the way I could get my clinical experience. There's this conversation where, like, if you were a scribe, then you shouldn't get who are you? Like, if you learned what you need to learn from that experience, then that's all that matters. Okay? And even if you get into PA school and you have to work twice as hard because your clinical experience is not as strong as the next one, so what? That is exactly what you're going to do, because that's what you have to do to succeed. Don't let these people write your story for you. Please don't. I'll get off my soapbox. But I was about to switch over to studying, and I remembered that I had not shared those gems. But protect your sanity, protect your mental wellness, be your own cheerleader. Do not look for validation from anybody else. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. If you find yourself doing that, unjoin these groups, okay? You can always go in there and get information when you need to, but mute them, block them, and have some really healthy boundaries, because applying to PA school is tough enough as it is. And keep at it, and you'll get your yes. I got my yes. So I am actually done now for now, because I wanted any PPA that's about to apply, or anyone in PA school, or anyone who's had any kind of these experiences or got turned around from applying to PA school, please, 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 please slide in my DMs so I can really talk to you, especially if you're a person of color. I can't say that enough. We need more providers of color. So again, I'm hopping off my soapbox, having some Thursday. This is the third time I said that today. Y'all not gonna see me for today, I promise. Bye.